Hey kids, it's time for another episode of Comically Speaking with SPAZ. And today I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. I know I have a tendency to babble on and on. I want to talk to you about a comic series called The Wrong Earth. And the best way to describe this is imagine if Adam West's version of Batman from the TV series existed on Earth Alpha. And in another dimension or another universe, there's Earth Omega. And in that universe, the Christian Bale Dark Knight Batman exists. And what would happen if there was some kind of magic mirror, some kind of mirror that the Earth Omega Batman went over to Earth Alpha and the Earth Alpha went over to Earth Omega? If that were to happen, chaos would ensue. And chaos does ensue to a certain extent in The Wrong Earth. But let's say it's not Batman. Let's say it's Dragonflyman. Here's the version, the lighthearted TV-type version of Dragonflyman. And there's the darker, grittier Dark Knight version of Dragonflyman. And they cross into each other's universe, as you can tell. Behind the happy smiles is dark, and over here is light. And it's really fun to read. I mean, the story by Tom Peyer, and the artwork is by Jamal Igle, with inker Juan Castro and colorist Andy Troy. And it is just amazing fun to read. It's a riveting story. And yes, he does have a sidekick. The happy-go-lucky Dragonflyman, Earth Alpha, has a sidekick by the name of Stinger, which is very much like Robin. And but the Earth Omega version, the sidekick is long dead, and he's obviously still dealing with that. It may sound crazy, but this is something that I would always imagine when I would be watching a Christopher Nolan movie, part of his Dark Knight trilogy, and wondering what would Adam West do in this situation. The Wrong Earth is definitely that. In fact, the Earth Alpha version of Dragonflyman is coming up with these little gadgets that save his life and the life of other people, and they're just like the gadgets they used on the TV shows. So it's really fun. There's the back cover of that. And there is a rogues gallery of villains, and I'll show them to you in just a moment. So there's issue number 1. Issue number 2, there is some violence in here. It's not gory and bloody, and there's not profanity. So I'd say it's probably acceptable for teens. Here is issue 3, and on issue 3, she's sort of, I guess you would say, like Harley Quinn, but she's also a little bit of Catwoman in there as well. She's a villain, but she tries to fool everyone to think that she has her sweet and innocent side. But there's her and her henchmen. But I'll show you the main villain because he's on issue number 5. There's more stuff there. That's issue number 4. Issue number 5, that is a character by the name of Number 1. And he's very much the Joker-esque character in this series. And it's really kind of fun because it is a rogues gallery of villains, and I can see more crazy villains coming along. But it's fun to read. That's the thing. It's action, adventure. And I mean, if you go out and buy all the issues right now, you'll end up reading all of them in one sitting because it's so fun. But the problem here, this is issue number 6. The problem is this is it. After this, there will be no more Wrong Earth until 2020. So you have to wait another year for new issues to come along. Another great thing about these comics is you're going to get the main story that takes up maybe the first 2/3, the first 3/4 of the issue. But then you get a bonus story, a shorter story at the end. Some of them are going to be Stinger, sort of the lighthearted, makes it look like it's like from the Golden or Silver Age. So it's really an homage to what has come before it. It reminds me, I guess, in a sense, of Big Bang Comics, where all of those were an homage to comics from the Gold and Silver Age. The main story here doesn't necessarily pay homage to the layout it's more of a modern layout, but you can tell that it does have that lighthearted sense of wonder that old comics used to bring. So that is The Wrong Earth. I wanted to tell you about that. There's 6 issues. You need to go out and get them. It's perfect for somebody who wants to get back into the comic world if they stopped reading years ago. And it's also perfect for somebody who is a more modern reader and wants to sort of experience what old comics were like. This is the perfect mix of both, and it's a whole lot of fun. So check out The Wrong Earth through AHOY Comics. I'm going to check out more of their stuff as well because I read a lot of good things about this company. And I'm going to be a solid supporter from here on out, just judging by the quality of The Wrong Earth. So until the next time we meet here on Comically Speaking, Fin Fang Foom!